Welcome back, everyone. Going into the final hour here of week 23 of RollPlay Mirrorshades. We're going to the university, right? That's where we're headed?
To the university. No, you're not going to the university.
What was it? It's Universal Friendship. What was the name?
The Spanish name of the organization in question is Fraternidad Universal, which translates loosely into English as the Universal Brotherhood. They have an office near the Saderkrupp apartment building, like about a 10-minute drive from there. So, are you all going, or who's gonna go and visit this place?
Is there any reason why we wouldn't all go?
I don't know.
Well, we need to establish what places are going to potentially be bad for Bon Bon and I to go to. Now that we're both on their radar. What is this place that we're going to? Can we do some research before we go?
Sure.
Look it up on the interwebs.
Yeah, can you computer that?
Push the buttons, Bon.
Yeah, I can. There's got to be like a little BBS on there too, right? Just for more information.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, let's pay him a visit.
Okay. So you're gonna go to their personal BBS, I guess, their own little space in the Matrix. Okay. So you can all see this through the video hookup on the cyber deck, so you can see this happening from Bon Bon's perspective, and Bon Bon can hear and talk to you. And their site appears like a three-dimensional, like shining white and gold version of the logo on the card or on the pamphlet that Javier had in his jacket pocket. It's like a big vault. And above it, there's like an eye, and the eye is open, shining golden light over all those who stand in front of it. And there are a bunch of other avatars here, like people milling around, and you can see the avatars of the people that work at the Universal Brotherhood wearing like white robes. And they all look like smiling and happy, and they're talking to all these people. Some of them have like custom avatars like you do. A lot of them are just the black and white, sort of staticky, like public terminal avatars. And it seems like a pretty busy place. There's lots of like conversations going on, but the doors to the like great vault are closed.
Okay.
And when you approach someone, like an actual person who's like decked into their system, like you look around, there's got to be like a dozen of them, like a dozen people like decked in using like serious avatars. A woman comes over to you. If she looks like her avatar looks like a slightly pudgy, probably Salish woman wearing like white robes. And she comes over and she says to you, "Welcome, visitor," and like extends her hand to like shake your hand.
I'm like totally in like Bon in mode, so like that really high pitch, like hello.
And she like pats you on the head instead, and she's like, "Welcome. How did you hear about our system?"
I got your flyer from outside this cool place I was visiting.
She says, "Well, I'm glad you were intrigued enough to come and visit us. Do you have any questions, or would you like to just look around for a bit first?"
Well, yeah, I guess I would explain that like I was just wanting to learn more, and I know there was an address, but I wanted to, check out the BBS first, and just wanted to find more information. So, tell me more about this.
Did you have a chance? Did you have a chance to speak with any of our acolytes in person, or is this the first time you're learning about the Universal Brotherhood?
This is the first time.
I love obnoxiously cute Bon Bon avatar. Well, we here at the Universal Brotherhood believe in one thing above all other things: acceptance. No matter who you are, whether metahuman or human, you're welcome here at the Brotherhood. We embrace all those who come before the monolith. She gestures. It's impressive, isn't it? My cousin helped code it. And she like winks at you.
I'm like, super duper impressive, and like after
Little-
2 thumbs up come
Like,
up,
you don't
then
even-
like
you don't
a
even have
third one
arms.
pops up as well. Right? They're like
yeah, you don't even
totally
have
just,
arms,
like,
so
floating
thumbs would have to
there.
appear out of nowhere. Just like
They appear, and then a third one pops up. Yes, and I say, so you accept trolls, elves, and obnoxiously crazy super pop stars too, right?
She kind of, you can see her avatar try to adjust to like her actual face, like her brain is making her face make a face, and her avatar, you can see it flickers a little where she kind of makes like a bit of a sour face, but then she just goes back to smiling, and she's like, we embrace everyone here at the Universal Brotherhood. We understand that life can be hard, and that in this fast-paced world, it's easy to become tangled up in the wrong sorts of things. That doesn't matter to us. We accept everyone.
I need a moment to think about my next question.
Sure.
So the address, is that where you meet?
She says the address that you got is only one of many of our temples that we have spread throughout the city of Seattle. We also have a presence in Chicago, New York, and several overseas.
Okay. And what about the address on the flyer?
The address on the flyer is one of our intake centers. If you go there, you can meet with someone in person. They'll be able to process you and assess your aura to find the best temple for you. We believe that everyone has their own personal talents, and that these talents can be found by gazing into their aura with our patented aura gazing techniques. Once we've assessed your aura, we'll find out exactly where you belong most. And then, that feeling of being lost you feel will be gone forever.
The bonbon candies have those glazed over anime eyes, just like, I have a friend who's already joined. Do you have a directory listing of members?
She says, an important part of our process is giving up the things that held us back in the past. Many of our members prefer security and safety in their new identity. And as such, well, we can't let you know if someone's already a part of our organization or not. But all you have to do is join, and then we'll introduce you to everybody.
Oh, God. This has been the best experience I have had in the Matrix all day. Thank you so much for your information.
So she leans in all conspiratorially and like puts one arm around one of the floaty bonbons and is like, well, if you think it's nice outside, wait till you come in. And you can see when you look over, you can see like the door is open, just like a tiny crack, and there's this like beautiful, brilliant golden light just like pouring out of it.
What happens if like the bonbons just start walking towards it?
She puts her hand up and she's like, oh, hold on there. I know you're eager, but to be allowed inside the inner sanctum, you have to be processed in person first. Don't worry. Oh, look. And she like conspiratorially again, like kind of leans you over. She's like, there goes someone now. And the doors are like opening and everyone has like stopped talking and like are like staring into this like brilliant golden light. And you swear you can hear like faint, peaceful music in the background, and you see one of the cloaked people like putting their arm around someone who like they have an avatar, and lead them into the light so that they become just like dark silhouettes and then gone. They just disappear into the inside of the system, and then the doors close, and everyone kind of stands there, and it's like a couple of people like applaud, kind of like confusedly, and then she turns to you again and says, so don't worry, it's an easy process. Just visit one of our centers in person and they'll give you the code you need. Come on back here and you can see what's inside.
I share my gratitude again, and then I leave.
Okay. So I think before you leave, she says, she actually asks you, she says, is there somewhere where we can get in touch with you? Would you like to leave a number or matrix address where we can contact you with more information about the Brotherhood in the future?
in front of like the bonbons, this email address list goes up, and it's just like 400 throwaways, and I like find one. Candy is delicious at
Okay.
getmemail.com. Yep, that's what I give them.
Okay. All right. So she takes it from you. She takes the little candy and like tucks it into her robes. And she says, "I'm glad that you came and visited us today, and I hope to see you again soon."
Thank you, and then I leave.
Okay. You dissipate in candy wrappers that blow away.
Yep.
All right. So everybody saw that, and then you jack out, and you're back in the room in real space.
So, who would like to go join a cult?
Did you do some of those drugs when I was gone overnight? Why you want to join a cult?
Well, I mean,
What? Were you not watching that whole time? This is obviously a cult. Like, this is so obviously a cult that
No,
we're
they're
about
just
to
trying.
walk into.
They're just trying to help people like me and you break down.
well,
Oh,
you
gosh.
know, the other interesting thing about this is that, you know, they made reference to the fact that when you enter this place, you get rid of your previous life. And considering that we are chasing a man who has fallen off of this earth, that seems like a pretty likely place that maybe he went to.
I
So what
guess
you're saying is you want to join the cult?
we just
Well-
have to find more information about the cult, and if that means pretending that we want to join,
I'll
Yeah.
join. I have no issue joining that. That sounds like a nice group of people.
That sounded like volunteering to me. I don't know. Did that sound like that?
it
that
did.
was-
It did.
That was
I
Yeah,
think
no,
we
I'll go.
should
I'll go talk to these.
spearhead
They
this whole
sound.
thing.
They sound nice. I'm totally in.
Night what do you think? Or are you still working on the drone?
I'm always working on drones. Always.
Night
Actually, no.
what do you...
No. We can't. Oh gosh.
What do you...
No, we can't.
Wait,
What if they have some sort of? I mean, we've dealt with people who can get into our heads before, and I feel like if we leave Crusher alone, or mostly alone, with people who can possibly get into his head, it's not a good idea.
as much as I would love to send Crusher into that place and see, you know, what he could find out, maybe it would be a good idea to find someone who's been there, but didn't really accept them for what they are.
How do we do that? Can we find somebody on a forum?
I would definitely look. Yeah, I would definitely go to like Shadowlands and see what I could do. I've got a few. I got a few friends. Maybe I could talk to.
If they said that you forget, like, your past life, would Javier even go by the same name? Like, what are we even looking for at this point?
Well, I mean, she said she would introduce us to everyone when we joined. So it seems to me the way to find him is to get in, find Javier, whether they call him Javier or not, and get out.
But if getting in, if part of the process of joining this cult is that they wipe your mind and that's why you leave everything behind, we need to consider that. That's all I'm saying. I just think
Of
we should
course.
consider that that's a
Of course.
possibility.
That is a possibility. So we should try to find someone who knows maybe a little bit more about this thing. What is it? Fucking
Can't you just, like, go there at a body with your
Ladder
voodoo magic and look at all the people there?
Oh, you should do. That's a good idea.
Well,
It's not voodoo, first of all. Right.
Well,
Thank
voodoo
you.
technically
Thank you.
is magic of
If-
any type, so we could just call it voodoo. Yeah.
Are you sure? Do I need to look up the definition of
I
that?
mean, I think voodoo is typically.
Crusher just gets a page from Hadia that's like, "Don't be racist,
I mean,
Crusher."
if we want to start
Yeah.
getting PC, a cult is just like any kind of group, you know? It doesn't have to have this negative stigma, so...
And the rest of the episode is just the characters arguing about whether or not Catholicism is a cult.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh shit.
Just about how many people are in it.
Well,
Could you not look at it in your astral form, though? I mean, that was a serious
if
Night Test had a good idea. I
Again,
figure we should
I mean,
appreciate that.
I before I would want to do that, I would want to look at the place astrally because
Yeah.
they might
yeah.
have barriers in place. If there's people there who could see me, then that probably wouldn't go over very well.
So you
Wait,
want to do the thing that I said you should do.
Yeah, how do you look? Do you have to be there in person to look at something astral? I thought you could just float over there right now
Wait,
and
can
see it
I?
astrally.
Yeah, you could just go astrally and go right there right now.
It seems that I understand how this
take you
magic
like a
works
minute.
better than the magic user of a party. See, Bonbon, this is what I was talking about 2 weeks ago when I...
Oh my gosh, fine, okay.
I like how you could just leave this conversation, but like they're talking, you're just like,
That's literally what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna drop out of my body and just let my body
so,
collapse.
yeah, while you're talking, Breakdown just falls over on the couch.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So you shed your corporeal form and fly out into the morning light, and you want to head for where this like place is. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, like it's in the general like neighborhood. The place itself in astral space is very bright. Like there's some like peaceful kind of white aura around it. And the building itself, by way of magic that's been cast on it, or something that happens around it, is just like glowing with this sort of like it's got kind of a peaceful aura of its own. You see that there's a couple of people outside, just humans like handing out flyers to people as they walk by.
And what do they feel like to me?
Just like nice, cheerful, peaceful humans. Their aura is very calm.
Do I see people entering and exiting the building?
Not a lot, no. I mean, it depends on how long you want to wait.
Okay.
But if you're there for more than like a few seconds, really, you feel like someone else's astral presence near you.
Can I tell where it's from?
Yeah, you can see you're being like you see another like mage or shaman like approach you in astral form. It looks a lot like the Matrix avatars that we saw before. Just like a person in like long white robes. She's kind of, it's hard to tell what age she is. She has like long like white hair. Yeah, she approaches you. And you can feel like you can communicate astrally. So it's less you're making words and more about like just passing emotion and yeah, like just you're communicating directly in a way that you can't really. And it's like it's kind of intense. Like you don't get to have astral conversations with people very often.
Right.
She basically just asks you. She says she welcomes you basically at first. She's like. We have many who come here drawn by the light, and she gestures. And when you look, you can actually see that there are kind of unformed spirits like flickering around the place, like moths to a candle.
Right.
And she says, "We hope to be a beacon of such light in the real world as well as in the astral plane."
I play dumb and ask what the building is.
She says, this is just one of many of our lighthouses, beacons of the Universal Brotherhood.
Wondering if I should. I guess there's no point in asking what the Brotherhood is. Just say the same thing.
Yeah. She tells you, so she says, I think that, like, she can sense your hesitation, because, right, like, everything you're feeling, unless you, like, actively try to just, like, clamp down on it, just, like, comes out of you in, like, waves. So she can feel your hesitation, and she's like, she says to you, don't be afraid. This is a safe place. You're obviously someone very strong, but you don't have to be. Not here. You're safe here. And she like puts her hand on the shoulder of your astral form, and you feel like a numbing sort of warmth just like pass through you.
Can I tell what she is?
Yeah. Roll an intelligence check to scope out her aura.
too.
Okay. No, and not because you don't like. It's like trying to figure out if someone were holding like a huge spotlight up and then put their hand in front of it and they're like, how many fingers am I holding up? You're like, it's dark blob. I don't know.
Right,
Because
right.
her aura is just like so bright that it's in a way like obfuscating the nature of it.
Does that translate to me as strength? Like she's very
Yes.
strong?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She's either a very powerful spellcaster or she is herself a spirit. It's hard to tell. She looks human enough. Her self-image is of a human.
Okay. I just sort of like experience the warmth for a few seconds and then tell her that I'll be back.
Okay, hang on. Can you roll willpower for me?
You
Just
know, this-
do a willpower roll. Target number 6.
oh, fuck.
You're dead.
Nope.
All right.
So many 5s though. Don't those count for anything? All those
Holy
5s?
fuck.
Oh damn
Okay.
it.
So, so what was the last thing you said? You're like, I'm gonna go, and then you just leave, or do you just like?
I said
away
I'll be back, and then I wanted to leave. Yeah.
Okay, so before you go, you can feel like this like magnetism or like weight, and it's like gravity. Like it's not like pulling you in like she's intentionally doing it, but you're finding it really fucking hard to get away from her. And so you think like, okay, I'm gonna go, and then you don't do anything.
But I just
like,
sit there.
You're like, I'm
Right.
going now. Here we go. Yep.
Anytime,
Yep.
any minute
It's going.
now.
Any second. I'm gonna leave. Just hang on. Just want to look at you a little more. And then like exhaling, like being like underwater and holding your breath, like coming up from the water. There's this feeling of being released, and she just kind of like smiles beatifically at you and says, "You're welcome here anytime, Marcellin."
I leave.
Okay, and then you just like fly away.
So wait, was that experience scary for me, or was it just like
I'm not going to tell you what your character's emotions were, but she was incredibly magnetic and powerful and calming. But I mean, that's the way people describe like, dying of cold in the snow too. Like it was just like you were being very like absorbed by the experience of being in her presence.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I go back to my body.
Okay. All right.
I wake up on the floor, crumpled up.
You're just like still like leaned over. Someone's drawing a penis on your face. So you like, yeah.
I tell them my experience.
Can you though? Like, do you have the words to explain it? Because it's like you can't say what she said to you because you didn't use words, and like you can't.
Right.
It's just you're just like you're trying to get feelings out, but it's hard, right?
Well,
Like,
I guess I would tell them that I don't know. I met this woman, and she was talking.
Bon, how do when Breakdown says that, do we get a reaction shot from Bon?
I'm just very tentatively listening in.
Okay.
I met this woman, and she was talking to me about the building, and there was this weird like force. Like she put her hand on me, and I felt so like at peace, but then when I tried to leave, it was like I couldn't. Like I was
So halfway through this description, you don't notice yourself doing it, but everyone else in the room, Breakdown switches to Spirethiel. Like without realizing it.
oops.
And they all kind of just like, and you notice everyone's looking at you blankly like they don't understand. And then I think that's when you realize like, oh.
Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, and then you re-explain in
Yeah, and
English.
Are you okay?
Did you do some drugs?
what is it with you and drugs lately?
I don't know. They're just a cool new thing in my life. I'm thinking about maybe trying them.
They're just a cool new thing in my life.
Thing in my
I
life.
just heard about them. I'm excited to experience and learn.
You can really put drugs into any situation, and it'll either. What happened?
I mean, I was able to leave fine, but I don't. She's really powerful, like really, really powerful, and I couldn't tell what she was. Like I couldn't read her aura. There was just something so strange, but like I don't know. I'm worried about us going there now.
I I mean, this happened to you in astral form. Is there reason to believe you think that any of us could experience the same thing? Not in astral form?
Yeah, are you just weak-willed or something?
Wow.
I shoot a look.
This is you're gonna get your Galadriel
Crusher,
moment.
Yeah, just I don't know. I don't know, but I think that that's one of the reasons why if it is a cult, assuming that it is a cult. I mean, there's something very magnetic about it, and I don't know if it's just her or if it's everyone who's there, but I don't think that it would only work on Awakened. I think that it applies to everybody.
So, by your estimation, you don't think that we should go ourselves?
I'm just
Necessarily.
I'm worried. I'm worried about us going there. Yes.
What if, I was trying to think of someone that we could send in there that we don't care too much about. And
Maurice.
All right.
Maurice crossed my mind too, but I know that
Yeah.
What-
I know that
Maurice in
Bonbon
there.
has like a relationship with him, so I didn't
I
want to
do
bring it
not.
up.
No,
I
there's
do
no
not. And
relationship
it
there.
doesn't matter
She would be
because
totally
I've
fine
got
with
the
us
idea.
putting Maurice in there.
Russia will give you all 5 of the drugs
Okay.
and then send you in there. They can't fuck with your mind when your mind is already fucked.
Is this actually
And then-
true?
Yes.
Breakdown, are you trying to get Maurice killed?
No, I'm just
Look, I've
you
been
know.
jealous of, like, no, I'm
I'm
pretty
not
happy with
jealous.
myself.
I'm not jealous. Not of Maurice. Maurice, please.
You are trying to get someone killed. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Next time you try and act better
maybe,
than us.
Maybe Maurice will want these drugs.
Yeah, you know who likes drugs.
You don't
Somebody.
have the drugs to give away anymore, Crusher. You
Oh,
gave
so
it
now
to
they're
me.
your
Never mind.
drugs. Oh. Okay. All right. You're right. I don't have.
I'm
these
gonna
drugs
flush him
anymore.
down the toilet, Crusher.
You wouldn't do that. It's 100 credits worth of drugs.
That's what people who have problems with drugs say.
I've never even
Russia.
done drugs. I don't have a problem with them.
You already have a problem. You haven't even done it.
Let's
right.
let's check the Shadowland BBS before we do anything else, right?
All right, yeah, we need to find out more. I mean, if these people are doing mind-altering techniques to get them to join their cult, it's certainly going to be talked about. It's not something that I don't think people are not going to talk about.
Unless
Even the
they've
craziest
been.
of crazies.
What if they've been brainwashed as well?
I'll tell you what. We've now had 2 encounters with the people who are trying to recruit, and I think that I can easily identify another one of these individuals because they are fucking batshit crazy, Crusher.
What are you looking for me to agree with you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with you. Maybe.
Trust me on this one.
Okay.
We'll find someone.
All right. Do your computer stuff. Push the buttons.
All right. I jack
Okay.
back in.
So what are you gonna do on Shadowland?
So on Shadowlands, I'm going to post 2 messages. I would
Okay.
like to post a.
You're just gonna start new threads without doing a fucking search first? You terrible
no.
forum user.
No, hold on, hold on. I'm actually going to hit up Full Throttle, who is my security expert Decker friend, just to see, because Full Throttle's into that weird shit, aliens, you know,
Okay.
the Bernstein alternate universe paradox. All
Hey, that's
that.
real. That's real.
It
and
is
I don't want-
absolutely real.
You're not gonna talk about
believe
that.
it. I believe it.
Too spoopy for me.
Yeah. So, and then the other one, no. I mean, yeah, I would do it like a search.
Okay. Well, let's do the search first before you start digging
Okay.
around. So, what are you searching for?
I want to search for. First off, can you tell me the name of this place? What is it again? Fraternity. I have.
Oh yeah, that's the Spanish name. It's the English name is the Universal Brotherhood.
Okay. Okay. I would like to look up member the Universal Brotherhood.
Okay. So the only thing you can find about the Universal Brotherhood is a thread from several months ago started by some like nobody that's just like, hey, saw this new church opening in my neighborhood. What's the deal with the UB? And the thread goes back and forth where someone is like, oh, I heard that they are just like a charitable organization. And somebody else was like, I heard that they control the president. And there's like just some back and forth. And the last post before it was closed is by a poster named The Laughing Man. And all it says is Universal Brotherhood, ? Interesting, period. So it seems like everybody thinks they have an idea about them, but nothing really solid, and certainly no posts that are like, I was a member of the Universal Brotherhood.
What was like, how long has this thread been closed? So I have an idea.
It closed out of like just people being like not really using it. Like after Laughing Man posted, it was like people kind of abandoned the thread. And this was like 3 or 4 days ago.
Can I look at Laughing Man's post history to see if there's any other related threads? Or
you can't look at like individual threads or like individual posts, but the Laughing Man has like a crazy amount of posts on Shadowlands. You thinking about it, you recognize his name. You've seen him before. You think that he's somebody that like you've seen him in conversations with like Captain Chaos with like the sysop and stuff. Like he's kind of OG.
Okay. But is he like that OG who I'm like, that guy fucking wastes away his life, he's fucking on here all the time and blah blah blah? Or is he the OG who remembers to restart Skype after?
He's not that kind
He's
of
not
OG.
that kind of OG.
Nope.
I just forgot.
None of us are.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, let me send him a private message.
You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, he has his profile set to like not accept messages from anybody.
And his reply was just the Universal Brotherhood ?
Yeah, he just said like, interesting.
And that's about all I find on Shadowlands. Nothing.
Yeah, it seems like a new thing. Like the Universal Brotherhood, it just hasn't been around that long.
Okay.
Not in Seattle anyway. I mean, maybe on like foreign language message boards, but.
Well, I would believe that based off of his response, he's heard of them before. Sorry, I gotta think.
It's okay.
I gotta think.
All right. So, I mean, I guess this is sort of the where the thread is at. Do you guys want to talk about like paying an actual visit to one of these like centers, or
I don't.
find someone who will do that for you?
I think if we do, that's probably the route we'll go, is to find someone who'll do it for us.
Okay. Someone like
Maurice.
yeah. So do
What-
you want to try?
Why would you get Maurice to go
Who
do
else?
that?
Who else do we got to get? Who do we know that you're going to send in that you don't care that much about? Are you saying you care about Maurice?
I'm sorry. You know, I kind of do care about Maurice.
Well, Breakdown
you know,
doesn't.
Yeah. Well, listen. All right. The next time we need a free car service, the next time we need a van that can fit like a bunch of people, and do you guys have a contact with someone who has readily access to all these vehicles? Because
1-800
I do. His name is
Maurice.
Maurice, and that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, what if Maurice gets taken over
Yeah,
and
his
he
name has
shuts
exactly
down
those letters, too.
he shuts down his car business because he's fucking a part of the brother? Like, bad. It's a bad idea.
What about
Wouldn't But wouldn't someone else just take over for Maurice? Like, realistically, it's a business. There's someone that's the next in line. If we just start being buddy-buddy with them,
Hold on,
Maurice
no,
goes
no,
missing, we
that's-
still have our contacts.
All right.
That's a good point. Hold on. Someone's going to notice that Maurice is missing. What if we send Gavin? That guy doesn't have any friends except Knight's
No,
Ass.
Gavin is so sweet. We can't send in Gavin.
But he has no friends.
Well,
No one
we're
cares
being
about Gavin.
friends.
Oh, okay, so we send in Crusher?
I have friends, Knight's Ass.
Harsh.
People would miss me. Business-wise. Maybe not personally. What are you going to tell Hadia? She'll come over and kill all y'all.
Yeah, he's got a
Put it.
kid. You can't send.
Yeah, I
Send the
forgot about my
kid,
kid
send
for
the
like 5
kid.
seconds. That's true. I forgot about Max.
Wow, never mind.
Look, I'm just saying, Gavin's our best candidate. He needs a place. He stayed here 2 or 3 nights.
We can't
I
send
mean-
in Gavin.
Crusher has a point.
What? We can't send in Gavin.
What
What
do you guys have against Gavin? Like, I get Breakdown being, like,
So-
super jealous of
so-
Maurice.
I think at this point,
God.
at this point, the door like opens and Gavin pokes his head in and he's like, "Hey guys, what are you up to?"
Hey, Gavin.
Yeah, I was just walking by, and he looks at Knight's Ass, and I was wondering if you wanted one of these coffees I got. And he like comes into the room with like a thing of coffee. He's
Yeah,
like, I just got off
coffee.
work. How's everybody doing? Crusher,
It's like-
Maurice, or
Gavin-
Knight's Ass. How's
Gavin-
everybody doing? And like handing out coffee.
Gavin, where do you work?
He's like, he looks at you and kind of like looks at the floor, and he's like, I have a couple of jobs, nothing too glamorous. You know, pay the bills and stuff.
Would someone miss you if you didn't show up to one of these jobs? Hypothetically speaking.
Just kind of like blank faces you. It's like,
We were just having a conversation about what the world would be like, butterfly effect style, if we didn't exist. Gavin, what do you
And if
think
we
would
had a
be
party
different
right
about
now, the
everybody's
biggest
lives
party
if
ever.
you didn't?
he comes
Oh,
over and
God.
like sits down on the couch, probably like squishes himself in between Bonbon and Breakdown. And he's like, it's funny you mentioned that. I was just thinking about something just like this the other day about what would happen if I was never born. Man, that'd be weird, right?
Gavin, do
Think
you
about
do a lot
all
of
the stuff
drugs?
that- He like looks at you. It's like, well, not like
Yep.
a lot of drugs.
You've
right?
done them before, though?
I mean, who hasn't? Right? I mean, he looks around like waiting to see if you're like trying to like, because he's like, I don't know, what do the cool kids think? Huh? Yeah, do we like drugs? Do
Well,
we
I've
not like
never
drugs? I
done
don't know.
drugs, Gavin.
And he's like, yeah, I mean, you know, I try not to do drugs much. It's not a
Gavin,
thing.
you
that
don't
I'm
do drugs.
Really
Stop
into.
it.
He kind of like just like looks at the floor. He's like, I don't know, whatever.
I think this is our guy.
He kind of like looks up. He's like, what? You guy for what? I mean,
No,
I'm in.
nothing.
I'm in. Whatever it
Our guy
is. No,
For the
No, our
party
guy
we're
for-
having
I
tomorrow,
mean,
Gavin.
you guys, you're probably right. I don't know. He's probably not ready for a special mission.
Yeah, maybe he's
like,
not
"What?
ready.
Hey, no way. I'm super ready. Special
Guys,
mission.
no,
I'm into
we
it.
can't. No,
I'm your man.
no,
What do you
we're
need?
not-
I get.
oh.
You guys, you need some. I could drive you a place, or I
We
got.
need someone
you need
with
to
an
fix some stuff.
ID to get us liquor.
That's
What?
Gavin,
Like,
I
looks
mean,
at
That's- what do you-
Nantes and he's like, "Oh, come on. I mean, you look young, but you're definitely older than 21. I mean, right? I'm bad at this stuff. You humans, I don't know how old you are.
Yeah,
It's
he's
hard
not.
to
You
tell.
guys are right. He's not ready. He's not ready.
No way. I'm totally ready. I'm ready. Bonbon, tell her I'm totally ready
Breakdown.
mean-
for
Breakdown.
whatever.
Russia, he could be right. It's just it's a intel gathering. That's it.
Yeah, we could even pay him with some of those drugs that I bought. That would come in handy. Seems into him.
He's like, he looks at you now. He's confused because before you're like, yeah, I don't do drugs, and now you're like, I have drugs. And he's like, yeah, I mean, you know what? Whatever it is, yeah, I am here. I'm here for you.
I like go into super mom mode and I like put my hand on his shoulder and get like really close. I'm like, Gavin, you do not have to do anything that they tell you to do. It's fine. You don't have to do this.
No, I'm cool. I want to help out. What do you need?
All right, let's go build drones, Gavin. And I grab his hand and I start going through the door.
All right, so you pull him out into the hallway, and as he's leaving, he turns over his shoulder. He's like, "Yeah, I will see you guys about that mission thing later. Cool. Bye. Cool.
All
See
All
you
right.
right,
later."
just
Yep.
come talk to Crush and I.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like
We'll see you
immediately
soon.
just like meh, to Bonbon's arm. Just like smack her arm. I can't believe you just did that.
I mean, just talk to Crush. It was all his idea anyway.
It's all my.
No,
Papa Crusher's
you
got you.
participated.
I.
Are
Look,
you two
do
really going to have this conversation?
do
I'll
you want
fucking
me
just
to
leave.
go?
Just give me the drugs. I'll just knock myself out right now. I'm not going to listen to you fucking bicker. I'm done. I get this
No,
enough
you're
at
involved.
home.
No, we're not. It's not just us. You're absolutely involved.
Breakdown,
in
I'm
this
not
bickering
dating
right
you.
now.
I can just leave at any moment right now.
All right. How about a compromise? Before we send Gavin on this secret mission, let's see if we can't just make a little bit, maybe we can find out just a little bit more about the Universal Brotherhood.
I would love that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
if this
don't know
gets you
how
brown-
yet, but
Oh,
They
look at
came
all of our
back. They
faces.
came
Oh
back.
my gosh.
Look, if this gets you brownie points with Breakdown, then I'm okay with that, Bomb. But Gavin's going in one way or the other.
Gavin's so sweet.
He has a
He's-
mission. Look, he's so sweet that he can't be brainwashed. That's how it works.
That's not how that works at all.
If you bite into someone's body and they don't taste like sugar, then they can't be brainwashed.
dude, so like
Are you already on drugs? What are you talking about?
That was an old adage that my mom used to say.
I sort of like give, break down the like, it's all good, and like, unsuspectingly, like, Bon Bon has her hand like behind her head. It looks like she's scratching, but her hand actually just like flips around like it's not supposed to, and there's just like a thumbs up for his crusher. Like we're on the same page. And it goes back.
No,
to
totally good plan.
scratching.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, I think we leave off there with the
I think
three of
that's
us
a great
kind of like
place.
arguing and
Yeah.
Nice
yeah.
ass
Well,
working
maybe
on the
we
drone.
get the pan down. So like you're in the apartment above, and we pan down quickly through a bunch of other apartments down to the basement where Gavin is like leading Knights, or Knights is leading Gavin into his own apartment, and like he's laughing, and like you can see on his face he's just like so excited because he's got all these new friends.
No, Gavin.
And then we
No,
go.
we can't
and
do
then we go
this. We
to,
can't do this plan. Sweet
and then we
Why
go
are
to
we
credits.
doing this?
Awesome.
who else
All
are we
right.
going to send? There's no one else.
So, did anybody get karma for their belief? Did you follow your belief and get
Breakdown
into an
might have.
interesting situation?
Did Breakdown?
What was your belief, Breakdown?
We got his goal.
My teammates will die.
Oh,
What's-
we're just doing beliefs. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do belief, then instinct, then goal.
I'm a natural born leader. I came up with
I mean,
almost all the plans tonight.
Yeah, plan Gavin was totally your jam, man. You take that karma.
No.
Anybody else?
It's a
Belief?
life for a karma. I'll do it.
I mean, I rummaged through Gavin's belongings.
What was your belief again?
People are out there trying to kill me.
Yes, that belief drove play for you pretty much the whole episode. Yep, take karma. Yeah. Bon, what's your belief? Did you get a karma for it?
Mine is you can never be too prepared.
Yeah, you explicitly just now said, hold on, let's not rush into this. Yeah.
All right, yeah. Didn't
I
even
also-
need to.
I also
Fuck
just
yeah.
want to say that Kaitlyn played her character so well tonight that at one point I actually couldn't tell if she was role playing or not,
That's true.
and I was
So-
physically
It
just
is.
like, "Wait,
There was there was a short exchange between a fan and Steven and I on Twitter last week where someone was like, he was like, I'm in a situation in my role-playing group where someone has done something that was so absurd and crazy I did not know what to do or say and just stood there staring at him, and I was like, try playing role-playing games with Kaitlyn every fucking week.
that was
Every time.
that was on the panel. I remember that. I remember that
Yeah,
question."
I'm just like, let's go see what Dodger's doing.
Hold.
It's great. I love it. It's perfect.
Exactly.
All right. Did anybody's instinct get them in trouble? Did you follow an instinct when you shouldn't have?
Not,
Stop what I'm
not
doing
at
to
all.
help Bon
Not at all.
Bon. I never help
Okay.
Bon Bon.
All right. And I know, Breakdown, I know you got your goal. So you get karma for that, right? You got in and out without too much attention. There was no
Yeah.
big foofara.
I didn't know if the cop questioning me counted.
No. Yeah, that'd be shitty for me to just be like, you can't even possibly get it. It's just
Okay.
that it didn't turn into a thing. That you just like went
Right.
along with it and moved through it and you're fine.
Cool.
Anybody else? resolve the
My
goal?
goal is to not fuck up this job, but now I realize, how do I even attain that? I mean,
It's true.
I rolled right on the charisma.
Yeah, but you can't have a goal that's like I just accomplish a thing, because that's the thing is the
Yeah,
benefit.
my goal was like to be super try hard and whatnot, and then that's
Sure, if that
I
was
guess
your
just
intent.
a loose way of saying that.
Sure, yeah, and I definitely think you did that. Like you're there have been several times in this session and previous sessions where you're the most Shadowrunnerist of everyone in the group, so you're doing the job. So we'll find a better way to phrase it for next time, but take the karma for this one.
Okay. Yeah,
Cool.
just to rephrase, because like before my character was more like joking and not as serious, but now specifically because I'm so paranoid, I'm supposed to be paying like more attention and saying things that actually make sense.
Well, the great thing is you it's like Night Sass realized she was a bad Shadowrunner, but then totally overshot in the other direction.
Yeah, exactly.
And now is just like hyper paranoid about everything. It's really good. I'm really enjoying it. So you take the karma for that for sure.
Take your karma.
There you go.
Cool.
All right, good for shoutouts.
I think so.
Cool stuff. Wheat, we'll let you go first so you can rest your voice. Be done with it.
Yeah. Thanks for putting up with me. I'm glad actually most of my coughing happened at the beginning of the episode. So tea and Halls saved the day. Thanks for watching. I might play some games this week, but I'll probably just be working on TwitchCon. So
There you go. There you go.
that's all I got.
Dodger, do some
That's all I
shoutouts.
Hi, everybody. I love Mirrorshades. Every time we play, I'm like, that was really fun. You can find me on Press Heart to Continue. That's my YouTube channel. I play visual novels and dating sims. I stream at twitch.tv/dexteritybonus, and you can find me on all the social medias at dexbonus, DEXBONUS. Mwah.
Nice.
Sleep on.
Yeah.
That sounded like a really sweet radio outro.
Yeah,
Tune in to WXBONUS.
nice. Adam, do some shoutouts.
Well, shoutouts to me for getting the Reddit thread up. Boom. And to all of you for playing along with this silly game. I'm always, every time we play the game, I'm like, what the fuck's gonna happen this time? I'm hopefully adequately prepared. I have to make up a lot of stuff on the fly, so thanks for being there.
You do
for
well.
that.
It hardly shows.
It's good. It's good. Someday you won't be able to tell it all. Yeah, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm Skinny Ghost, where I talk about role-playing games. And I stream otherwise at twitch.tv/Adam Koebel. And I stream role-playing games, and I'm on the hunt for a new game. It's going to be Dinosaur Week, and then we'll see what happens. So throw me a follow over there if you like.
Nice. Cool stuff. Last but not least, Kaitlyn, feel free to do some shoutouts.
Hello, thanks everyone so much for watching. I'm probably gonna stream in 5 minutes. I might try the game that Dodger was playing. But
Party
I don't
hard.
know.
Do it.
Yeah,
Do it. Kaitlyn,
Twitch
do it.
interaction. I just feel like, yeah,
It sucks, but it's fun. Yeah.
All right.
It's basically
I
just
mean,
like how will Twitch fuck you over every time.
exactly. I'm drawn into it because of the Twitch interaction, but I'm also like kind of like limit how much there is or something. But why not? So I might do that in 5 minutes if you want to watch.
I'm just going through these images as I think everyone else is right now.
Oh, okay.
They're
We're not-
really good.
Yeah, we're not laughing at Kaitlyn. We're literally just going through all these. I'm just gonna keep.
Last.
Wait,
Are these just from this episode? No. Okay.
yeah,
Well,
they're
it's
just.
they're from, like, the last
whole album is
two.
from the whole campaign, but yeah, the We're Fucking Going to Germany one is so good.
Oh, I like the Nerfs one.
Yeah, that's good stuff. That's good stuff from Leafington.
We're gonna rename the show Mirrorhausen.
For those watching on YouTube, it's Leafington on ImageGear. You can just look it up. I think it's his only or one of his albums. It's got 16,000 views on it. That's a lot. I did not
Yeah.
anticipate that.
It's because every show he does pictures every show. It's awesome.
That's true.
Good.
That's true. All right, cool. All right. Wheat stumbled upon another one, it appears. Next week there will, I don't think, be a show, and then the week after that is going to be TwitchCon. So there'll be kind of a little bit of a break here for Mirrorshades, but we'll be back regardless in the future. So look for us then. We'll see you guys later. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.
So long.
Bye.
Bye.